It's a criminal defense firm in San Diego that does more for its clients and more for the community than just representing people at a high level in a courtroom. It's a concept of giving back to the community. It's a concept of talking to kids who maybe didn't grow up the way that we grew up, privileged, with a family intact, with resources, with support. It's working with people who are getting out of custody that want to change their life, but maybe don't have a role model or don't even know where to begin to put a resume on paper. It's talking to a kid who's 20 years old, 19, 20 years old, who doesn't understand that the skill set that they have is transferable to the real world that doesn't involve being in a rap video, being an athlete, or being a drug dealer. It's about giving back without expecting anything in return other than knowing you're making a positive difference in people's lives, hopefully for generations to come. Year 2024 is a real milestone for this firm. It was a milestone not just in the number of cases, number of clients that we helped, but the impact we had in the community. All right, so 2024, we were honored with the opportunity to represent nearly 200 individuals who were facing criminal charges, whether in state court or in federal court within San Diego County. Me and my team were trusted to handle their case during their darkest days, to help them regain control of their freedom and their future as best as we know how. One of our mission statements at the firm is to deliver excellence to our clients, but also to our San Diego community beyond the courtroom. And 2024 was a fantastic year, and we are most proud in the work we did in the community. Now I want to read off some of the great organizations that we supported in 2024, and we hope that you would support in 2025 and beyond. So in 2024, we either collaborated with or sponsored with the following organizations: Black Leadership Alliance, Geek Football Camp, Second Chance, Youth Empowerment, Lawyers Club, DeAndre Reed Foundation, Pure Laughter on KPBS, the Asian Solidarity Collective, the San Diego Padres Foundation, Center for Employment Opportunities, Sidro Health, San Diego Volunteer Lawyer Program, and Labs and More Dog Rescue. And if we left off your organization and we were a part of it in 2024, get at me. Make sure we change it. We'll do another video. And if you want us to help out in 2025, get at us. We'll do what we can to help, understanding there's certain restrictions on what we can do, but we're always here to expand on this year after year after year. And one of the greatest honors in my life, in my professional life, is when I am seen as a community impactor and not just a criminal defense attorney. All right, so one thing that we really enjoy doing is not just cutting a check to feel good. What we really enjoy doing is, quite frankly, doing both. Contributing monetarily to help these organizations, because without money, they can't function. But we don't just do that. We try and do both, meaning whether it's myself or someone from the team is out there at these events, out there in the community, working with these organizations, lending a hand beyond just writing a check. That's where you start making some real difference in the world. Our passion involves social justice organizations and empowering our youth. So a lot of the work we will do by first glance, just because it's a natural fit, working with people who want to effectuate change in the community, whether it's changing criminal laws, whether it's giving people an equal opportunity under law, whether it's treating individuals who are charged with the same crime fairly, irrespective of their race, origin, sex, creed, whether the case is in Vista or whether the case is in Chula Vista. It's also about talking to kids, about explaining to them, hey, I'm not the one out there. There are a lot of lived experience individuals who could talk to you about, hey, this is how you don't get in a gang. This is how you stay out of trouble. I was blessed in a way that a lot of these individuals are not. But where my role and my team's role is to talk to these kids about, hey, the life out there in the professional world, and also if they're not done with these decisions, what's going to happen when they turn 18 from the eyes of a criminal defense attorney, and how the laws are different, how a prosecutor is going to treat you different, how a judge is going to treat you different, how the community may treat you different because you're no longer deemed as a kid. Whether that's working with organizations like Youth Empowerment, the work that me and my firm have done. It was one of the highlights of my professional career. And the best part of it was the people that I had at my table, both personally and professionally, that helped me get there and helped me create that impact for not only me, not only my firm, but the community as a whole. It's working with organizations like Second Chance that I was involved in when I was a brand new lawyer in 2007, 2008 in San Diego. Working with the Job Readiness Training Program at Second Chance. It's working with any organization out there, Free Football Camp for kids that may not have the resources, their family may not have the resources to send them to these expensive camps. We absolutely love it, and we're able and willing to continue to expand on that for years to come. All right, so in 2024, we actually had a couple of really cool partnerships or sponsorships or collaborations with certain organizations that at first glance A lot of people are like, well, what does that have to do with criminal defense? And my answer was absolutely nothing. It has to do with supporting our San Diego community. I had an opportunity to be invited to Sidro Health Gala in the summer of 2024. It was a great event, learned a ton about that fantastic organization, helping people get quality healthcare who might otherwise not be able to afford it, being able to help that organization meet its fundraising goals. And even something like KPBS, Pure Laughter. We were a sponsor of that event, bringing comedy to people in San Diego. Now, a lot of people look at that and say, what are you doing? You're just spending money on what? You're spending money on the community. It doesn't have to be someone who's allegedly committed a crime. That's what a lot of people don't get. The bigger picture is being a part of something bigger than just what we know and getting outside our comfort zone because it's aligned with making a difference in people's lives. All right, so looking ahead to 2025 and beyond, what does that look like? Well, there's moving pieces in any business, any organization, right? But we are so excited about the team that we have heading into 2025, and the future is bright, not only for our firm, but for the community. If we get more organizations, more criminal defense firms out there to start matching our efforts and hopefully exceeding it. Because a lot of times people are like, well, what, you're doing all this work. Well, what are you doing that for? This should be the standard. This should be the standard for any business that is fortunate enough to have money or have time or have resources to help. That should be the standard. And whether it's the work we do in the courtroom, helping good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime at the highest of levels, or whether it's the work we do in the community, this is just the beginning. They say all the time, God willing, this is just the beginning. Got a long way to go. We love your help in helping support some of our organizations, and we look forward to 2025 and beyond with the team we have at the firm, the work we do in the courtroom, and the work, God willing, we're going to be able to continue to do in the San Diego community.